is a special day because it's storytelling time. Although I'm at East Croydon and that is not where I need to be to tell my story. So first of all, we have to get there. Okay, made it to the destination. Now, I have a story to tell you. Made it to Shanklin. Alright, we have a little story to tell, and it seemed appropriate that when talking about the Isle of Wight, why not come to the Isle of Wight to tell the story about the Isle of Wight. So this is Shanklin. I do remember coming here, and I ran down, and we only had 5 minutes back then, and I got the buffer shot, and Vicky did there's like some kind of plaque outside about a porter called Jarge or something, and it's definitely a different experience seeing it when you're not in a hurry, just trying to go through all the stations as fast as you can. So I've got all day on this lovely, quite glorious, I checked the weather, a sunny and not entirely cold winter's January day to explore every station along the line, the Island Line, now part of South West Railway. South West trains are no more, it's still called the Island Line, but it's running, as you just saw, it's 1938 tube stock. Yeah, the story of how we never went to the Isle of Wight. Made it to Lake Station on foot. To continue the next part of our story, I think we'll sit in the shelter. So, we've never been to the Isle of Wight. Why is that? Because when all the stations started, we released a video, day 9, that started in Bognor Regis and went up and went along the south coast. And it was in that video, there's a link in the corner on screen now. If you look in the comments of the Bognor Regis day video, there's loads of people in there going, "You've not been to the Isle of Wight, where's the Isle of Wight video?" And some people got very angry and basically accused us of never having been to the Isle of Wight, despite the fact that on the day we came to the Isle of Wight, we were doing a Twitter feed and we did Facebook feed, and I did a Periscope video live from the platform of Smallbrook Junction at the same time that Vicky was doing a Facebook live video from the platform of Smallbrook Junction. We then tweeted pictures of the steam train and on the catamaran coming over. We very clearly, if you followed our social media feeds, went to the Isle of Wight. It's just that the videos have appeared out of order. And I'll explain why the videos appeared out of order in a second, but the first thing we have to talk about is the funding for all the stations, and that is, when we did the Kickstarter funding campaign, we initially went for around £25,000. We figured that would be enough for hotel, accommodation, tickets, and for 2 videos a week. And once we hit that more quickly than we expected, we went for stretch goals to maybe do like 4 or 5 videos a week. So in the end, we did the maths. We actually had enough for 4 videos a week by Will and Dan, plus whatever I did, and a little bit of extra cash left over in like the video editor pot. So we realised then at the beginning that we would have money to do like the occasional sporadic bonus video. And Isle of Wight became a bonus video. But to explain how that happened, I think we'll do that at the next stop, which is Sandown. I'm at the delightful Sandown station, which on one side is all modern and swathed in sunlight with the modern shelter, and on this side it's got the proper old shelter and a delightful old, it says refreshments, I want to call it tea room. This only means one thing, doesn't it? Cup of tea. So I've moved outside, been looking at the timetable. It's a very uneven service. It's not like every hour, it's like every 40 minutes and every 20 minutes. If you want to see sort of a historical take and a look at the rolling stock in detail and not just my explanation of the Isle of Wight story, then check out Andy's video here, Mr. Calling All Stations. Does an excellent video on that. Back to the story though. So the Kickstarter, 4 videos a week, except what happened is that when we got down to Penzance the weekend, We actually got to Penzance 3 days, but we got down, we took the sleep on the Thursday night with the intention of getting there on the Friday morning, spending all weekend in Penzance, sort of resting, preparing ourselves, and then starting on the Monday. And we were meant to go to St Ives and back and then head into Cornwall straight away on the Monday. But on the way down on the sleeper, I realised, and I turned to Vicky, I remember I said, why don't we just do the St Ives line at our leisure on the Sunday as a kind of way of easing our way into it, a bit of a soft start. I liked it because there's this thing with railway stations, when a new service starts on a Monday, sometimes they'll open up a station or the timetable will start on a Sunday. So it was like, let's go and do St Ives on a Sunday. So that's what we did. And what that meant, and what that unfortunately meant, and this is key to the whole you haven't been to the Isle of Wight problem, is that then meant that the first video was that one. It was just on St Ives, although we didn't get any video footage, well, not that we used, of Carbis Bay, but one, it kind of laid the intention that we were maybe going to include every single station in the video. And also what it meant was that the first video you saw was edited by me. So day 1 was St Ives, and then day 2, which was the Monday, was edited by Will, and day 3 edited by Will was the Tuesday. Dan did 1, he did day 4, which was the Wednesday, and Will did 1, which was day 5, which was the Thursday. Friday we then had off. We had a companion with us, and we took some footage, but we never made a video of that day, although video footage does exist. And then what I realised on that Friday is that the Saturday is that we then ride up sort of the Portsmouth to Guildford line and do all around that, and that became an extra video on my channel. I'll link that here if you've not seen that, where my friend Jono gives us the runaround. And then the next day, because we ended up in Portsmouth that night, stayed with my friend Chris, the next day we then did the Isle of Wight. We just did the Isle of Wight, and we did the amazing video, and that was a bonus video. And because I remember emailing Dan going, will you edit that up as like a bonus video and we'll just slot that in somewhere else? And he went, sure, but I won't have it ready until like next Wednesday. And what happened therefore is that the Bognor Regis video, where we started in Bognor, came out before the Isle of Wight bonus video came out, and that's why everybody went, you haven't been to the Isle of Wight, even though we had. It fell out of sequence. There's one thing that I admit that we did do slightly wrong, I admit, which we then changed based on people's feedback, but I'll explain that when we get to the next stop, which I've forgotten, embarrassingly. Oh, braiding. Let's go to braiding. We're getting into braiding station, and braiding station, I happen to know, if Vicky were here, she would tell you that it's quite quaint. Hello braiding. There's a footbridge that's no longer in use. Some platforms no longer in use. There's a signal box. That might still be in use. So I'm on the platform at braiding. This does seem like I'm sort of lying flat on the bench. It's the only way I can get the camera to work. This does seem like the ideal point to tell you the last part of the story. And the reason why everybody got confused about the Isle of Wight is because something that we did early on, which we rectified, is that we just numbered the videos day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, which was the one video that I did and the 4 videos that Will and Matt did. And then it jumped, supposedly, and the next video you saw said day 8. And the bonus video for the Isle of Wight was in between. And the point is, based on feedback, which you kindly gave us in the YouTube comments, after that we then numbered and renumbered those first 5 videos. We then put in the day number and an episode number. And Isle of Wight is just a bonus video, it didn't have an episode number. So we always talk about how there were 59 episodes, which I think is, I think if you do the maths, it's like 56 episodes that were edited by Will and Dan, and 3 I did, and then there's like 9, 10, 11, maybe 12 bonus videos, which the Kickstarter cash also paid for, which didn't fit into the regular sort of numbering series, but we just kind of did on top. So I'll put a link as well. There's too many links, aren't there? I might have run out of YouTube links by now. I'll put a link to the playlist with all the bonus videos in. So if you've never seen the bonus videos, because the main episodes got more views and hits than the bonus videos, it's like people didn't look at the bonus playlist. So there is a link here to the bonus videos playlist on all the stations, which you should watch. So yeah. So in summary, due to the unique way that our project was funded, Kickstarter, and the fact that not every day was filmed, and we did bonus videos, and we forgot to put in episode numbers rather than just day numbers. That's why people thought we skipped the Isle of Wight when we hadn't. I hope that's clear now. I'm on a bus.
Please hold on, the bus is about to move.
I was just getting fed up a bit up there. Yeah.
I've saved some time by getting a bus and not the train. If I'd have waited for the train, I'd have been on this train and had to get out at Right St John's Road. As it was, I've got the bus to St John's Road, and I can get on the train here, so I can say that I've ticked off Right St John's Road. So you've got the double track here. This is one of the, that's a low sun in my eyes. You've got the double track here. This is another crossing point, and also Right St John's Road is where the depot is. So there are some more trains over there. There's a footbridge. I could probably get a shot of the train from the footbridge and run down and still make the train, couldn't I? Suspect I could. Okay, Ryde Esplanade. Oh, there's a new logo on the side. Better get a shot of that. So there you go, that proves conclusively that we really have been to the Isle of Wight. Unless, of course, we fake the whole thing with some terrible, looking really ropey green screen effect. Yeah.